TV will be programmatic. That's whatever can be automated will be automated. So doesn't mean that all of it will be programmatically, because I'm pretty sure we heard it today from a few broadcasters. It won't happen. They don't want to do that. So they still have their direct sales, but it belongs to the ecosystem of programmatic. From my perspective, a lot of times, when programmatic started with RTB, it was really focused on display, and now we have all these other channels like mobile, display, social, digital out of home. We have TV, we have video, and now audio as well. Now we talk about programmatic audio, how to buy with audiences, the right audience with audio sequence, audio spots at the right time. So anything that can be automated and consolidated somehow, where we can reallocate budgets, where we can buy smart with audiences, will happen from our perspective.
So we talk a lot about programmatic video and TV. Sometimes we forget that audio exists. What do you mean by programmatic audio? You mean like radio, music on demand, podcasts?
Yes.
What's happening?
All of that. It's like everything what went to be digitalized in audio basically is an inventory source. The challenge with audio the past years was nobody was looking at it, basically, because everybody went into the visual space saying, okay, we need display ads, and from a programmatic perspective, it was not even there, right? So, but if you think from a touch point perspective of the consumer decision journey, audio plays a major role, So if you can spot the user or the buyer or the consumer, with an audio ad, with the right one at the right time, with the right sequence, because you can do it dynamically as well if you think about it, and then retarget or target later with an digital out of home, because most of the music on demand services are mobile, you can do a lot of interesting advertising to reach the right audiences. Based on that, on top of that, it opens a new field of data, which is emotional data. Based on a playlist, you can basically say what emotion that person is in right now, which place, right, what time, and it's gonna change the way we see a dynamic ad today. We're saying the right time, the right place, with the right message, but maybe the same message with different color, because you're happy, you're angry, you're sad. That changes the varieties of how you advertise dynamically as well.
So what specifically are you doing with programmatic audio, and on what platforms and for which clients?
So it's a brand new topic. So we're testing that with a few partners. We tested in France, we will do in the Netherlands soon, and the feedback so far has been great. Of course, there are challenges like, okay, how do we get data in? Do the audio on demand suppliers give us the data? Still up to discussion, but it's a complete new market as well, revenue model that can be part of this customer decision journey. On top of that, if you talk about data, the way we look at data today is behavioral data, cookie data. And it doesn't really tell you enough about your user, because we assume that a 25-year-old, for example, that behaves a certain way belongs to another group of 25-year-olds because they behave very similar. If I take now, for example, block text, and based on the language, I can say that this 25-year-old is behaving like a 45-year-old though, right? So considering that we have to go into a broader aspect in terms of data, getting other methodologies in to analyze, to get more insights, and to activate, there's so many other opportunities. We can reach our right audiences, connected to the reach, of course, but the more you micro your audience, the more you have a challenge maybe on your reach, because not if you talk about premium inventory and video, everybody's saying we don't have enough premium inventory, so it's always a combination between the buy and the sell side. But from an audience perspective, we will be smarter we will go in a direction where we get in the creative agencies as well to see what their perspective is from a brand perspective to reach audiences for our brand. There's an audio exchange that is attached to a few DSPs, right? They're long in the business. The initiative started last year. We, in this case, work with a Belgian company that is expanding to the US right now, and it's attached to companies like Spotify and expanding their reach right now in terms of that.
So back to future TV ads.
Yeah.
What do you think? How do you think 2016 will shape up about the future of TV ads in a way that didn't happen in 2015?
That's a very good question. I mean, like, you could ask me the same thing with mobile. It's like, when is the year of mobile? It always depends how both sides work together. We need to collaborate. We need to sit on the table. If we look at the US, there are companies that give in because we tried from the agency side to match our data or the response we have from the campaigns on a GRP level, which is very difficult because it's not the same type of measurement you can match from digital display or digital video to TV. So there are companies in the US, and Freewheel is a good example as well, who go, say, okay, let's go impression by impression, let's build a marketplace just with specific inventory to see how it goes. So I think publishers and broadcasters see the opportunity, right? We just need to make sure, as in display, as in mobile, we sit with the right people at the same table, speak the same language, and try out. Because just inventory is not going to be enough. The data, the second-party data, we need as well to reach the right audiences and the benefit of the publisher or the broadcaster. Because we're going to reach the audiences on his inventory, even though if it's video or even on live TV, And then again, on top of that, we need to definitely focus on content, because you can be as great with your technology and your optimization and your audiences if the content is not right or doesn't fit the audience, although you reach the right audience, won't bring a response in any channel.
What do you think is the challenge on the creative advertising side of some of these technologies that are coming down the pipe? So, for example, personalized ads, dynamically inserted ads. How possible is that, and what is the burden that this places on a creative agency?
So, I mean, if you think about how long dynamic ads exists, let me see, like over 8 years now, and the creative agencies were fighting that topic from the start. Like you saying that you reach the right audience, the right time with the right message, doesn't necessarily mean it's dynamic. Can be dynamic, yeah. But of course, it scares somehow the creative agency because they can't build as many ads as possible. On the other hand, like we should involve them more, because like just changing the message within a campaign cannot be the right. Maybe there was a mistake in the decision tree, which we should be created with the creative agency. Sometimes you need within a campaign you need to change the whole creative if necessary, if the response is not right? Or so I think we need to speak the same language there as well as we speak in CTRs, in CPMs, in eCPMs, in the digital media world. They don't really care about that. They're more interested in engagement rates, bounce rates. So we need to translate that. The only way this could work from our perspective is building a data team that speaks both languages, analytics team in the middle. So we're trying that right now. As well, since we are going to be in the Havas Village in 2017 in London, where we have creative and media together, this is a mandatory project for us to see how these worlds work together and how we can offer a full package